Welcome back to The Five. More controversy surrounding the Ground Zero Mosque. Producers of a new documentary called Sacrificed Survivors, The Untold Story of the Ground Zero Mosque, have been denied permits to screen the film in New York. New York City Mayor Bloomberg citing, quote, content concerns. I doubt Rudy would have an issue with that film. But Florida Rep and former Army Colonel Alan West is saying, bring it to D.C. I'll even host the darn screening. Good for you, Colonel. I agree. We need to tell the Muslim world the extremists who want to build a victory mosque on that sacred burial ground need to just move that mosque. Kimberly,
yes,
they have a right to do it constitutionally, but it's not right for them to do it, build that mosque right there. No,
well, we've talked about this, covered it on your show many times. I mean, this is a situation where I think that it's going to cause far more problems than the gains that it will give for the individuals involved, the people that are truly passionate about this. And I admire Alan West for actually coming forward and trying to show something, educate people. I don't know why New York is not allowing him. I mean, what about the rights to be able to show a film like this? I mean, it's infringing on First Amendment rights.
I was one of the first people last year who was saying they have a right to build it, but it's not right. You know, it's not nice. At this point, if you believe that, you have to let them build it, because that's what America is. If they want to build it and you say it's their right, then you got to put your money where your mouth is. Even if it's in bad taste. I think it's terrible.
Found on top of that building.
What can you? But you're saying they have a right to do it, and you think it's terrible, which is, I agree. But at a certain point, you have to say, if they want to be jerks, this is my solution is buy a billboard, put it across the street, and say, thank you, jerks, love America.
Can we take a peek at this film? Kimmy, I'm sorry. Can we just take a quick peek of what this film is all about?
This is not a mosque. This is a cultural center.
It's as if they're dancing on the graves of those that they killed.
And he wants to put a Sharia-compliant mosque and cultural center 2 blocks away from where Sharia-compliant Muslims murdered almost 3,000 people.
Go ahead.
Oh, boy.
Monica, that summed it up right there. Sharia-compliant mosque, a couple of feet away from where...
First of all, Alan West is an American hero who fought Islamic terrorists and extremists in Iraq and Afghanistan. I think he knows something about the true nature of the threat we're facing. That's first of all. Secondly, there is some indication that the building of this mosque is actually a Muslim Brotherhood operation. And I know that most Americans believe that the Brotherhood is only in Egypt and the Middle East, but they are here. They have been here for a couple of decades, and they have put in writing, in their own words, that their objective is to infiltrate the United States by building these cultural centers and mosques in order to undermine the United States from
within.
Win if
See,
they
that's the
Bob,
thing.
Bob, why is Bob so quiet?
And why not move it, Bob?
Because I was asked to be quiet. No, let me just go down through 3, if I could get through a sentence, go through 3. 1, you declared this a victory mosque. That is not what it is, 1. 2, Alan West is doing this because Alan West is a politician who knows a good story, knows how to get in front of the cameras. He's very good at doing it. I give West credit. Let's not bring in his big hero stuff here. This is for Alan West to get more publicity. And the last thing I'd say is this mosque, you're going to have to get, we all understand 9/11. But you've got to get over this in
Bob,
New York.
The
rest of us are being affected by it.
Bob, you don't understand Islam as it's practiced today.
I understand Islam very well, and for you to suggest that...
finish this. No, you don't, because in Islam, as it's practiced today and interpreted by Muslims around the world, once territory has been conquered for Islam, it's to be retained for Islam. That's what this mosque is all about. At Ground Zero.
We'll have to have a long discussion about the Muslim Brotherhood. Something I do know a little bit about. The idea of the Muslim Brotherhood is behind every closet and we're and the Sharia law fear.
You better wake up to the threat, Bob. You are completely out of it.
You're raising a straw dog here that does nothing to it. Nothing.
Why are they forcing?
Let's bring this the Sharia law. Bob brought it up, but the Sharia law. I mean, there are certain Muslim communities, certain Muslim states that are governed by Sharia law. So to say it's just an ideology or political religion, Bob, that's inaccurate.
I know. I agree it is, but it's not here.
Bob, with all due respect, I'm saying it's just naive to assume that this is something sweet and innocent and we're making too big of a deal about it, because there is a concerted effort and a movement to infiltrate and to indoctrinate with Sharia law, and for Sharia law to be the rule of law in this country. We've already had this in a number of states where they have over 24 states that are enacting specific laws to prevent Sharia law from being used as defenses in our courtroom. We have the Constitution of the United States, supreme law of the land, and you think that it's okay to go ahead
I
and
think
have
this reminds me exactly of when we put Japanese Americans in internment camps in the Second World War because they were some great fear they were going to be cells in the United States.
Up.
It's not a question of wake up. You all got to get out of New York, and the rest of the country are not so obsessed with this thing like you.
I never opened up the bar, but the best way to deal with this is always with good-natured mockery. When they were planning the mosque, I told them that I was going to open a gay bar next door because Islam, they don't like gays. That I thought was the best way to deal with something like this. You don't come at them like they're evil. You come at them and you mock them for something.
There's only 107 billion of them, right?
Listen, I don't think we should get over 9/11. Never. I would never say that to the families of people who have suffered and lost lives. This is something that we need to own as part of our history and what's happened to us.
We got to leave it right here.